Well, on this album I've realised that loads of songs are about motorways or roads. Mirrorball is based on the essence of the A1 going north from Newcastle, and Beatles is based on a Christmas Eve journey picking up a hitchhiker. We picked up this woman, she seemed relatively normal, got her in the car, and then she said popular music wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for me. And I was like, stuck the foot down on the accelerator thinking, how far are you going? And it wasn't a piss take of her at all, because I think you have to be very careful about that sort of thing with mental health issues and stuff like that. But I just loved the idea of this woman who thought that she'd invented the Beatles.
I made the Beatles appear. I made the Beatles appear out of nowhere.
Tradition is based upon the M62, where there's a farm and they wouldn't move for the motorway, so the motorway had to go around them. I find that when I'm on motorways I have like really good ideas that are based around the feeling of them, because you cut through so much beautiful scenery as well.
Everywhere tradition draws circles to define.
Daydreaming Saunter, that's another kind of travel. It's like someone leaving on a train, and if you're in a place and you stay, it's very difficult sometimes to understand why someone else is going to leave, and at the point when they're going to leave, they explain how that place has made them feel before they leave, and you're left with their opinion on where you're staying. And it's kind of about that. And oh look! Hello! That's really cute.
And you daydream and saunter like that was your lover. I know you'll be like that when you're old.
When I first started performing, it really did feel like every time like I was doing a bungee jump, and that there was something in me saying, like, you know, jump, do it, that's what you're here for. And the rest of me saying, I want to leave. And I always made sure that I knew where there was an exit. And there'd been a few concerts where I actually had tried to run away, and then someone like grabbed me back, and then I'm on stage. I just found it really difficult. I still find it difficult, but I've started to tell myself that there's so many things you could be doing, and yet they come and see you play live. And I think that's the one thing that's been helping me with nerves, along with a bit of hypnotherapy.
You lit every dark corner.
Well, we're doing a national tour of England, like more dates than I've ever done before, because I tend to not do a lot of dates. I think if you're doing the tour round all the time, then, you know, there's nothing special about it, and I think it's nice to make each gig special and each gig something that you can put your all into, instead of just like rolling it off one after the other and just like producing sausage songs for a hungry audience. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Now is the time to find out why you're buying everything.
No One Takes You Home is going to be the first single on the album, and we're here at the moment where the video has just been shot. I'm waitress number 3. Tried my best, but you know, I think we're going to slow it down so I look more enigmatic. The song itself is, it's about me as a teenager, really. No one is ever going to find anyone. I don't know, I just used to go to clubs and dance and always think I'd find love and never did. And it's just like quite a simple narrative about someone never finding anyone.
No one takes you home.
wrote it about a year ago. It just all came in one go. It's really good fun to play. Like when we play it live, we sort of make it go on for a while at the end, and my arm is fucking knackered. And we just have a great time, just shout a bit, and it's quite a sort of teenage angsty, which is great to play out when you're like 28. Well, I've got what I want out of the album, because every time I make an album I feel like I can start writing again. But I always feel that when it's in the format that it's made as a thing and it's an object, then I can start writing. I've written about 12, 15 new songs since I've seen it in its format.
It's breakfast, it's lunchtime, it's dinner time.
I did it for me, and selfishly that's how it was, and if other people like it, then that would be brilliant, because it would mean that someday I'll get my my goat's cheese ball.
In the morning when you smile to get yourself out of the door.
You can listen to it without listening to it. You can listen to it while listening to it. You can not even put it on and use it as a coaster, but it's always going to be a good part of your house.
'Cause no one's here.